Like, I'm definitely skilled, man. Like, come on. That's another thing I don't like about these kind of games. Lack of movement. Can't really move around like that.
You will learn to fear me.
How did I change?
Let's make this quick. I shall do it. Be
Come on, fight! Just standing there. I don't understand how those attacks work. Okay. It's always up to Morrigan. He's the strongest, it seems. Now, as long as we're winning, I don't give a shit.
I see. I see. Let us end this! Very well. As you wish. So be it. As you wish. So be it. I shall do it.
Alright, everyone up.
Allow me. I could do that for you. What now?
Great fun, guys. The fights seem to be going exactly the same way. I die immediately, and then Morrigan's the one that saves everyone. Glad we brought her along.
I'll get on it.
Who's that? People up here? Oh, it's fucking Darkspawn up here. There's another one on this side. Oh.
As you like. On my way. Begin the onslaught. Another battle, I see. I shall do it. I see.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
No problem.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way. Grey Wardens. My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Anything you can help us with, though? Like anything you provide?
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned
Hello.
up. Thank you kindly for all your assistance.
So be it. As you wish.
Oh. My God, so many injuries. Yeah, 38 strength's quite a lot. It's for venturing forth. The Archdemon.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a Blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Oh.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
New quest, enchantment, Soldier's Peak, a King's Confident. Oh my God, so many missions. Alright, so Blight is the main quest of getting help from the different armies, or different people. Lothering, the chattering board. He killed all 3 bandit camps north of Lothering. Report back to the chat. Oh shit. Talk to the dwarves, okay.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible... I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. I fell, and the darkness drew me. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say,
even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith. In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? I don't know. He made this world. He could destroy it. But there is so... You're such a pessimist.
Oh, I did not.
Yes? Well, here I am. Quiet. But it
I'm
was
just getting
not
through these
perfect.
conversations, really.
Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature. When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself, they want to be... He cannot possibly have love for all. The sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools. What can I say? Yes? Well, here... What is meant by someone like me? And there were no beautiful, charming women in the cloisters, you think? There were many lovely young initiates in the Lothering cloister. Because then, they were forbidden. And forbidden fruit is the sweeter, no? Flatterer. I, however, did not take vows, and so perhaps the chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the chant, but other than that, there are no vows. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you Yes? Yes? What's on your mind? My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian. The lady returned to Orlais. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecilie she was quite old then, and she had me study. Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was a scent. Small, but enough.
Stop taking me out of the conversation. I have more to ask.
What's on? I miss Val-Royal. Unlike other cities where the people are the live, there was, and always floating above. Oh, it would take me a day or two to talk about the men. And you will laugh at this, but I miss the fine things I have. Dresses. Orlais is very fashionable. Well, when I left Orlais, the fashion was shoes with delicate tapered heels. I had my eye on a pair my shoemaker was working on. It was covered in pale blue silk. The shoes made in Orlais were exquisite. Not at all like these clunky fur-lined leather boots you have in Ferelden. Ugh, just look. Thank you. It's kind of you to say so. They're sturdy shoes, but sometimes a girl just wants to... Oh, I could talk about shoes. Yes? Something you need? Yes?
What else can we talk about?
What's on? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Of course, Orlesians enjoy to... A long time before the cold... She learned to wield the sword. Now in those days... Blinded
Is it
by
more
his
just to
rage,
get like the ratings with
forced
people and
Yarin
whatnot?
to her knees. Know your place, woman. The son of the... And to this day, any chantry law says it is man's... In ages past, the mages of the Tevinder Imperium ruled much of the world. In their pride, they thought their magics invincible and imagined that they were... So thinking, they invaded his golden city, but they were impure and full of... Any land that was touched. A long time, she learned to wield the sword as well. Now in those days, blinded by... And to this day, I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with... They also say that Flemeth mourns her loss. Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his and then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak. The demon possessed Flemeth, turning her into an abomination. The halls of the castle ran red with blood. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari Wild. Which one? I have heard a little about how, when Andraste began her exalted march against the Imperium, the elves, the great elven leader, Shatan, born in captivity, rose up to lead his people. The elves claimed the dales in the south and settled there in the land of their own. The elves lived in the dales for
a lot of lore, but I don't want to hear all of it.
Fiercely Andraste was the beauty. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees, and her victories converted many. Alas, it was the frailties of her earthly husband, Mafarath, a chieftain of the Alamari tribes himself. She was also revered as the Maker's betrothed, and Mafarath began to see their own bond waning in significance, as Andraste became out of envy and spite. Andraste was burnt at the stake in Minrathos, the capital of Tevinter. The Tevinter chantry claims that in Andraste's last moments, Hessarian's heart softened, and he heard the voice of the Maker. He plunged his sword into her heart, and as her blood washed over, dissenters said that the Archon only converted because he could not stem the tide of Andraste's cult, and was we will never know for sure. Yes? Something you need? Yes? What's on your mind? Where did you hear this? And did you not think that not all minstrels are spies? Most are just singers and storytellers, but some of them are what we call bards. Bards are minstrels and more. Many bards work alone or in small groups. In secret, they plot and scheme to I have revealed too much, it seems, but it doesn't matter what I used to be. It is the past. The excitement of the...
Alright. I got stuck in that conversation. Who are you?
You're a hard man to... Where are my manners? Did Duncan ever mention me?
Oh, Duncan.
Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? But Tian Kuzlin's son should be well aware that in politics things are set. Say what you will of my family, we're ardent Warden supporters, but here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for... But poor Duncan's... Well, no more. A tragedy it is, but that... But I know he would want his work carried on. As you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Okay.
Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Ask for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's... I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. I can pick my way through the tunnels, but the place... Well, this... Will you think on it, at least? 1,000... I'll mark down the location on your map when you arrive.
Alright. So we have an opportunity to reclaim an old warden base. That's cool.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick, at your service once again.
Hello.
I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden?
Yeah, makes
I'm
sense.
perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I...
Alright, what do you got? I gotta sell some stuff as well. Oh, probably could have given that to, never mind. Probably would have been a good thing to give over to. Down 20 mental resistance. That sounds nuts. Oh, I have Blood Dragon Plate. Oh, there's a Blood Dragon Plate helmet. Oh, he has the gauntlets as well. Ooh. $10, 10 gold, 35 silver. My goodness. I don't see anything that's really going to be useful for me.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those... He can fold lyrium into almost... It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform. But, my... And there you have it.
Enchantment.
Alright. Oh, I can't enchant anything.
Enchantment?
Oh,
Okay, I guess I can't enchant anything. Completes a quest though. I know I can enchant stuff.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I cannot teach you, no, but any other mages that cared to learn. Send whoever you wish.
Oh. Specialization.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I cannot teach you. What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Beg pardon then, while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wild? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I, the wilds and its creatures. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays in... Would you not do the same? I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I. Equal parts daring and... Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes, the point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild, not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. Yes? Let's ignore the not that I lack appreciation. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens. Yes? At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke. For a time, I recall I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and to teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken. That is because beauty and love are... Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been. They did to return. Yes? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Oh,
What's this? 'Tis a rather odd discussion you seem to desire, leaning in so closely. Not unless you stop.
come on. I'm a fast worker, baby. Let's go.
Yes? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. Ah, such a row.
I can just keep going. How many times can I do this?
We are in camp, so 'tis a... Ah.
Okay.
Yes? We are in camp, so discuss away.
Oh, there's nothing to discuss. Okay. Well, put on the moves. I got her done. That's what matters. I guess being in camp is quite nice. I'm gonna save it right here, actually. I'm gonna open up our journal. So, we have the main quest, which is the RL, Redcliffe, and these three. We can head back to Lothring. We can go do that. Where are we exactly? Oh, this is a camp. Alright, so I want to call it quits right here, ladies and gentlemen. We've played almost 4 hours, about 3 hours, 45 minutes here. We have made it to our camp. And we're kind of on the way to see the Earl, Redcliffe. And apparently he's sick. I don't know, we're going to figure out what's going to happen. But we could get back and hand in like a quest or something. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that is it for now. Hope you guys are enjoying it. So see you guys next time. Peace out.